as we plummet straight first into the map of Mirage with FaZe on the T side, Vitality occupying the CT side, as you'd expect with it being FaZe's choice. And they're not going to be waiting around here either, Wolfie. They're already going in for a set play over on the A side, smoking off stairs, smoking off jungle, and just pushing straight towards the A side of the map, getting the bomb down instantly, and now it's down to Vitality and see how good their retake is.
The immediate 5v5 retake going to be required, and FaZe with plenty of presence, immediate trades starting to come through, but RPK is going to get the better of FaZe in the early engagement, forcing them back from CT and into the 4-on-3. ZywOo finds another, finally starting to find his form before Brokey trades onto Apex. Still frags going the way of Vitality though, and nothing Brokey can do in essentially a 4 versus 1. Alex is going to be able to get the defuse off, and
Brokey up to the table, and he is the first player to be tagged down. Very low, not quite dropped though, alongside coldzera, who's going to feel the pinch of the M4 spray. Rain though does chip in with the first kill. The white swing from ZywOo is only going to get him the one frag back, and everything's starting to crumble now for Vitality.
Vitality going to go for the full stack of the A bomb site here. Understandable, because they're just going to want to put all their M4s in one place and hope beyond all hope that FaZe head their way. Unfortunately, the bomb is starting to make its way up short, so Vitality perhaps looking down the barrel of a save here.
If he's not careful. Rain again in fine form, pivots round, and Shox has been sent reeling. He's had a bit of a rough one with his tenure in Vitality, and this round is going to be faring no better, and Rain continues the onslaught, continues the massacre. Vitality just can't seemingly get comfortable right now. They are just being pushed and probed from every possible angle.
Oh, Rain gets another as well. ZywOo with a 5v1 and a FAMAS. With the AWP, you might back him, but with just a FAMAS up on the stairs, nothing to be doing at all. He's going to spot Olof jumping, and we'll be able to find at least one. Make that a second as he pivots to quickly take out Rain, who has been an absolute hero for FaZe on Mirage so far. But now just thinking about what he can get away with here. There's an AK-47 dropped, and he'd be wise just to pick that up and hightail it. He's going to go instead for the quick movement, try and catch someone off guard. Niko's going to get the better of him.
That key word we used a lot on the first day, respect them. Because right now, FaZe are running amok in middle, and they're getting everything their way. And of course, it's that man again. The Norwegian batters it down with the AK. Everyone's chipping in, though. Everyone's hungry.
Just 3 frags out of nothing. FaZe win every opening engagement, and it leaves Shox and RPK looking down the barrel of a very rough situation, trying to get aggressive. RPK has been taken down, and Shox, interestingly, opted to pick up the AWP over ZywOo coming into this one, but he's going to be put under pressure now, waiting for it, and will just go for the no-scope to take down Cole, but he knows he's got to try and keep his hands on that AWP, and with 4 FaZe players rapidly approaching, he's going to have to do one hell of a job to achieve it. Could put a decent dent in that T-sided economy if he finds a few more frags, but first up, Niko wanders straight in, so Shox still managing to stay alive, buying time as Brokey on the AWP looks to correct the issue.
The issue here is even if he does get a 3rd kill, it's basically pocket change to FaZe. This is maybe their Hail Mary that they called the timeout for. That Molotov is beautiful. It's going to force them both out. And that's going to be Olof Meister going down. Now, coldzera's been able to perch himself up and actually mitigate the Molotov. That's going to completely catch RPK off guard. And it's actually not even coldzera that shows himself. Niko in the meanwhile from short.
There's no backstop for Vitality, and FaZe just swarm in, and immediately the CT side calling the save because they have invested super heavily into this round. That second AWP has been lost, a rifle gone off the back of RPK, and Alex, at least they were going to be able to find a consolation frag, taking out Rain and bringing it back into the 3-on-3. Niko not happy with that. He's going to start to make his way in towards the kitchen and perhaps try and take away one more rifle because they'll know the CT economy is so fragile. Alex, though, stands firm.
My issue here is that Vitality haven't shown me enough to have much belief in them going forward after March, assuming it does go the way of FaZe. And when Rain is just picking up entries all over the map.
Keep deep scoping into CT as this flank looks to come through. Alex will get one for free, and he's going to look for the information as well. The trigger discipline. He's going to take the kill finally. The information will be there for FaZe. 2 players down, but Alex finds his second. Shox chimes in with one more. And Niko with just 5 HP to work with to try and deny it. Alex is going to straight straight stick the defuse, and Niko, he's not even going to be able to peek this in time, surely. Shox has got him absolutely locked down. That defuse is going to come in. Vitality will finally bite back their first full rifle success.
2 players low, and they haven't really gained too much ground. Now they're going to be going through connector. That grenade is a tactical nuke, and it lands flush on the face of 3 players. This should be a cleanup. This should be a sweep up from Vitality, and so far, that's exactly what's coming up. Rocky and Olofmeister stuck around jungle and connector. They don't even have control of the bomb just yet. If Olof wants to pick that up, he's going to have to go into the open ground of connector and likely will be shut down in the backside, or maybe not. Apex actually whiffing out on his bullets. 13 seconds now to make something special happen. ZywOo nearly gift wraps his life away. 8 seconds to go. 2-on-2. There is enough time for the bomb plant, and Olof is sticking it. Molotov is going to keep them at bay. ZywOo with the free pick on the outside, but it's now a 1-on-1. It's ZywOo against Olof, and the AWP against the SG, and ZywOo's going to connect through the boxes. FaZe just making Vitality work for every scrap, every inch of the map, even in rounds that look like they're done. ZywOo, though, is feeling it. Confidence surging through him with a peek. We haven't seen him really play off short so far. Now he's going to catch them unawares. But now Niko comes in with the AK, claims more frags, going to hold connector to make sure a re-rotation is thwarted and cut short as fast as possible. Shox catching Brokey out in middle. That's a freebie of a kill. But the bomb still not planted as of yet, and Alex making moves through ramp is found and dealt with accordingly by Olof. 3-on-3.
coldzera is not up there, looking completely the wrong way. Nice flashes come in for Vitality, and Olof fully blind is going to be found by Shox. 3-on-2 now, and Cold and Niko with the crossfires. The Molotov's not there for the CT side, so Cold going to get one more from under dark, and ZywOo, desperate to get in, knows that Niko is still lurking somewhere. No information at all as Cold finds another, and the last man, ZywOo, nothing he can do as Niko finds his head and FaZe. They get straight back into it. They're not wandering into stray crosshairs of pistols. They're playing this slowly. They're considering their options, although ZywOo almost and does catch the timing onto Rain as soon as I say that. And perhaps half an opportunity now for Vitality.
But this hit-and-run style, this guerrilla warfare that Vitality have gone for in Underpass is only going to be effective as long as FaZe stay tentative and passive and disciplined. Once they decide to execute on a site, they're going to have the advantage, but they have lost another player in the form of Niko. Now they can retrieve a couple of these weapons. Now they can use the AKs against the oncoming Ts. There is only one Kevlar that Vitality possess, however, so aim punch is going to be an issue for everyone barring Apex. Smokes and Molotovs tossed out on the key choke points. Just under 30 seconds to play with, and a solid flashbang allows Shox to now push in. There's no cover on Olof, and ZywOo is going to be landing more alongside Apex. Absolutely. Seems like the AWP decisions were based off Spawn and Shox with his M4. Something he couldn't have done with the AWP, and that's spray up through the smoke. Vitality have been pretty solid when it comes to these retakes. Pretty solid at not over-engaging, not overstaying their welcome, not getting too zealous on their approach. They've been more disciplined, more controlled. Now it needs to be ruthless aggression from FaZe, and Brokey has been tagged up significantly on his way in. The bomb is dropped in an awkward position, and Alex with a deagle alongside who else but ZywOo. This dynamic duo dispatching a FaZe.
Normally you'll see teams going for a retake on the A-bomb site. Instead it's B, and Olof going to miss the early cross as well. So these pistols, they're going to get a free bomb site, trying to capitalize on at least something, but RPK to take him out. And FaZe, they've got no map control towards this B side of the map now. Alex already into the murder hole is going to make life so difficult. Rain trying to go first in, but Shox is up close and personal with the Glock, and actually ZywOo is going to come in with another. Alex pounces, but can only get the first, and a 4-on-2 again for Cold and Niko to try and get back into this bomb site.
It's hard to see any potential avenues back in either. There's no gaping weaknesses that you can look at and say, yeah, maybe a FaZe push this location, there's chances. It's going to have to come down to some pristine, solid aim, and they've both been tagged down significantly. That is going to call an end to the round.
We'll have to see how that pans out, and it looks like Vitality want to go quickly here. Shox straight through the Molotov, trying to take the fight to the CT side. Catches Brokey in no man's land, but not before he's found the opening pick. Apex traded in the early engagement, and Vitality just looking to keep up the pace, tagging Niko through the smokes, but they're still all stuck in the ramp, and now Rain goes for the swing, finds the body of Shox as Alex takes the B bomb site.
And now Alex can turn his attentions elsewhere. The Molotov, though, is going to get subsided by coldzera. Alex still using that Mac 10 up close, where it's at its most devastating. And coldzera and Niko have both been swept aside, leaving it on Rain to try and pick up the pieces. He had a phenomenal start to this map, but he's just carved the head out of Alex and ZywOo.
Okay, ZywOo, why not? Takes the spray through the smoke and is happy to just pick Niko off in consequence. So FaZe, they've got an opportunity to shut this one down here. They've got presence towards this B bomb site. Olof on a fantastic angle to try and stop it here and now. As ZywOo finally starts to peek, the flashbang's good. Cold takes out the AWPer, but there's more presence coming. Brokey finally chimes in with one of his own, but Vitality still getting onto the site. 3 on 2, the bomb going down, and with RPK on low HP, he has to push. Rain at least able to find that headshot, and can FaZe find the retake?
It's not looking good. Oh, Brokey's going aggressively. This could actually harm FaZe a huge amount, but he's looking for information. There's 25 seconds to go, and Vitality, by and large, haven't really got too much of the map underway. Brokey's going to kick things off. Alex is going to get caught in the back. Now, fortunately for Vitality, neither of those players, the bomb carrier, the downside is they haven't fully dealt with all these angles. So Niko is just going to hide in Palace. He's going to try and deny this bomb from being planted. He's waiting to hear that sound cue come in. Flashbang's going to skew with his vision. He's tapping. He does deny the bomb plant, and the round is going to go the way of FaZe. Their first round on CT side comes out of nowhere. If this backfires, FaZe will be close to equality once more, and the first kill goes the way of Brokey.
He loses that bomb on the A ramp. The round could be over before it's even really started. Vitality looking for the A split, but Rain with a quick headshot finishes off Shox. I don't think he saw the bomb. He hasn't called the rotations from B just yet, and FaZe won't be able to hold on to it for the time being. RPK and ZywOo gonna swing from connector. RPK finds one, but immediately traded. Rain holding down the site before he's finally taken out, and now Brokey, fully blinded, will allow the cross. The bomb's still got to be recovered, and a fast flank already coming in from Olof. Brokey just has to stay alive, just has to buy time for this flank, because ZywOo and Alex, they're not looking that way at all. Finally, ZywOo finds another, taking out Cold, but this is where the flank comes in. Olof sneaking his way around. Brokey makes the noise. Alex spotted out and taken out. It's all onto ZywOo. The AWPer stuck on site, switches out to the Deagle. He knows Olof is behind him. The flash will go past him, so perhaps a chance. Brokey tagged up as well, but ZywOo finally spots out the first. Olof the next to wander into the crosshairs. ZywOo misses the shot, and FaZe, that's a let off and a half. They will find their 11th.
A little bit concerned for them, though, because Rain is a master of this position, and there's no smokes following. And Wolfie, the other aspect of this is that FaZe have already shown time and time again that they like to send a flank around the back. olofmeister did it a couple rounds ago. It won them the round. So they have to keep Shox here. This is effectively meaning that ZywOo and Alex have got to try and get picked somehow from ramp, and they're gift-wrapped one for free from olofmeister.
This double AWP hold of the B bomb site to try and stay firm. Molotov perfectly timed, 25 seconds left. That is going to slowly eat away at Vitality's chances as they look to plan the execute. Cold trained in on the cross. The flash will do nothing. He'll get the first onto Shox. ZywOo unable to trade. Alex at least gets one onto Rain, but that's a bygone fact. ZywOo gets another and perhaps opens up half an opportunity. Gets the no-scope as well. That's the bomb down. Niko takes out his teammate in the meanwhile, and it's the 1v1. It's ZywOo versus Niko, the two heroes, and Vitality will get it.
They haven't drawn out any of these grenades, and the flashbang was not preceding the push. It's a play that Rain goes for time and time again. Maybe that's why they went for it. They didn't want to telegraph it. Niko using the perimeter of the smoke to his advantage, but there's going to be another one there greeting him with flashbangs. And Brokey's days should be numbered. He's on the firebox, living up to its name. There's Molotovs all around him, and ZywOo, who's shifting into a different gear, a different class, continues to lay waste to FaZe, making them all disappear one by one. coldzera and olofmeister now have the arduous task of trying to retake this site. It's a 2v4.
So little utility to work with as well. Olof has one smoke, and FaZe, they're thinking about the save.
FaZe needs somebody else to help him out, and that man is going to be called upon again. Grenade out, significant damage, chunking the bulk of Vitality, and now Olof with the MP9. There's a triple spray from the Swede, able to trade out for the SG, but he's run out of life, run out of time. Apex a measly 3 HP to his name.
SMG onto Rain as well, as Alex looks to stall the play. Molotov goes deep. That will force Rain to consider a new angle as Niko first through the window takes the head off of Alex, and it's all onto Apex. He's got 3 HP. He's dinking up Niko, but his position is known. coldzera will finish the job.
2 players heading towards B. Of course, they can quickly wrap around in underpass. Trying to draw out some grenades. Early encounter. Gonna see coldzera holding off, but ZywOo makes his presence felt with the AWP. It's a smoke that has to be tossed out for Olof to keep himself healthy. But now the aggression is going through on the A side. This could be the final play of this map. And Apex has found his man of Rain, who is behind the triple box. Niko caught between 2 angles of aggression.
Well, Shox picks it up for him, and that perhaps opens some opportunities. The Molotov will give the game away somewhat for Vitality with 30 seconds left on the clock, but FaZe have rotated most of their presence away, and indeed ZywOo going to pick himself up the second smoke, lines up the new angle, and it's going to be onto Brokey to try and hold this one down as the execute starts to come in. ZywOo fully blinded by his teammates' flashbang, but they should be able to get the bomb down. Olof completely smoked off on that second AWP. Will have to try and make the rotation.
He's got close enough as well that all 3 of them can push back in together as a united, cohesive unit and try and puncture in and reclaim what was once there. ZywOo up close, one of the best AWPers when it comes to these close encounters, and that's why nearly flicking across to the second kill, which could have been the round done, could have been the map done, but Brokey and Olof are still alive, only for a few more moments, and Olof the last to fall. Vitality clutch the 3v2, and they take the map of FaZe.
Will hope to shut Olof down as the push is starting to come through. The fake's actually going to come through. The nades instead heading towards A as now the fast push comes in. Cold hears the footsteps and makes the call. Brokey gets the first immediate trade, and the dinks start to come through. Cold's position still not known, and he will just about get the frag onto Alex. That's going to push Vitality back, but Rain has read it beautifully, rips the head off of Shox, and Apex finally there to trade, but the bomb's still going to make its way onto the bomb site and still got to get past Niko, and it doesn't fancy that at all. It's going down towards B.
Bit of a carnage, chaotic start to the round, just all over the place, and Apex will catch Brokey as he tries to transition down towards the ramp side. He also heard and saw a player hop down, which will be coldzera. He had a bit of a mess of a confrontation earlier on, and now he's caught between 2 separate angles. He needs Niko to help him out, and Niko's missed a whole bunch of bullets. Apex now able to try and stand tall and deliver some headshots, deliver some frags, but the bomb is not planted for him. But there's no kit on FaZe either. It's going to be the full 10-second defuse. I'm not sure Apex can get there in time. He can, but he's unable to hit the shot. And he may go down after time, or perhaps not, but the damage has been done. FaZe full defusal. You're talking about all the keys to victory on Nuke for FaZe. Winning the first pistol is a huge tick in that box. There are many more obstacles to come up against. One of them is ZywOo wielding the SG. Give him a scope and he will deliver. It's a good point. He is playing just as much for audio clues as visual. And he's also in prime position for a fast rotation. Olofmeister going to get overwhelmed. A 3-on-5 in favor of Vitality, but 3 of them have been plastered down low HP. In range of Rain's MP9. He may very well just play the time and wait for the rest of his team to get in close enough. And oddly enough, it's actually RPK with a very low HP that deals with him. 8 seconds to go. Brokey, wrong side of the silo and pushes in. Gets peaked at the worst possible moment. coldzera is now here to deliver some fatal blows. And Alex on 32 HP playing the off angle up the staircase.
Vitality looking like a well-oiled machine so far on Nuke, and somebody really has to stand up and throw a spanner in the works for FaZe. Niko on the off angle will be able to find his first pick from behind the blue shipping container, taking out Apex for his first frag of this game.
Already getting towards downstairs though, our Vitality. Shock's going to be making moves in decon. Olof would have heard that. Strangely enough, no one even peers up on the catwalk and they're going to get punished. Olofmeister spraying them down with the M4, alleviating the pressure.
They're going to look to try and punish FaZe again. A fast play can be caught out by Niko, who gets good damage onto Apex and Alex, and now Rain looks to capitalize. The frags start to favor FaZe, 3 in quick succession. Rain runs out of bullets though, and Apex grabs himself a double 2-on-2. Niko taking damage through the smoke. It's a frenetic start.
There's still plenty of time allocated to Vitality. They don't have to worry about forcing this plant down. They have no idea as to where these two are. Now they've found out. It's at the cost of Apex's life. They're using 2 separate layers of verticality to skew with Shocks. If they double peek him, it's going to be very hard for Shocks to land both, but they're going to peek him one by one, and he so nearly gets it done. Nice tapping. Good work onto Apex, who is looking to try and break the outside defense.
Everybody just taking a pause, and it's going to be the counter-aggression coming in from FaZe. Cold and Rain walking into the crosshairs. RPK, though, only able to take out the first. Gets the tag onto Rain and nothing more. It will at least allow ZywOo into heaven, and he's got to capitalize as Niko's taken his teammate out. Can't quite find the spray. They've been happy to let that player fall through. Olof's taken his position up on the catwalk down towards B. Brokey, now with a job to do, will take down ZywOo to open things up. Pop flash through, but Brokey's got to fall off the angle. Managing the retreat really well. And Shocks with a huge job to do here. He has to be the thorn in the back of FaZe. Brokey opens the door, and Shocks, oh, he's thinking about it. He's going to go straight through. Brokey looking the wrong way, but Olof's got his back. 5 on 3 now for Vitality, and FaZe are looking strong towards B. Another frag, not quite coming, but Brokey still alive and kicking with a quick double on the AWP. That's 3 in the round for the young AWPer, and he's showing up in a huge way as Alex. He's desperate to get any kind of a recovery, but he's got to find a 1v4.
It's asking so much. Time, though, is on his side. The bomb position, however, is not. Looking to try and one-tap himself back in.
They're stopping everything Vitality are looking to do at the moment. And honestly, the French side, they look a little bit out of ideas.
I'm a bit surprised we haven't seen more timeouts actually called from Vitality to just try and swell the hemorrhage that is going on. coldzera nearly lining up 2 of them. RPK, though, going in with entries. Good to see that he's going to have some impact in this round. Another retake could be coming in. Niko will be bitterly disappointed he didn't get them out of Shocks, who goes in for seconds. Brokey caught out in the open with very little chance of doing anything. And now Olof, 1 on 4. Tags, but no kills. A bit unfortunate. You can see what they're going for. It's also, I always love to see these tactics that are kind of being positioned 4, 5, or 6 rounds in advance. It's kind of sad to see it not work out for him.
Again, Niko going for the aggression, but Shocks has completely bypassed him here to get into the site, and he's going to find the first headshot. RPK finds the second, and Niko's position, as of yet unknown, could be huge. He takes down Alex, he takes down Shocks, can't quite find the third on the spray down, though. All the utility being dumped. FaZe desperate to get something going. Brokey finds one, but it's immediately traded, and Olof gives away his position with the spray down. The Molotov will force RPK out, and it's going to do the damage as well. ZywOo, the last man alive, but time is running out for Olof, and he knows it, desperately looking for a wallbang, but there's no more time on the clock. It's going to be Vitality with round number 6, and it is all to play for before this second half.
FaZe hanging on by a thread, but it's a pretty thick thread. 9-6 lead on Nuke with Vitality on the CT side. And it looks like they're not going to be messing about. They're rushing straight into ramp, but it's a ruse, it's a bait, and the trap has been sprung, and Shocks is going to snap off 2 heads. Bomb's been dropped out as well. They're going to try and retrieve this and back away, but 2 of the 3 remaining players are here on ramp, and the other one is starting to go in for a flank from lobby, but they've both been dealt with. They've both been neutralized. Apex now has made noise, and Brokey takes his head clean off. FaZe take the second pistol. Rain making moves. They're going to be able to hear the pitter-patter of footsteps downstairs. And now Vitality going to try and mount a defense. The sledgehammer has been busted out, though, from ZywOo as he demolishes Olofmeister. Niko counteracts. Smoke and Molotov have been deployed on the ramp. There was a slight gap in there, but it's going to work against Shocks. I thought initially it may actually help him. And now Brokey, hot off the back of getting a frag, the bomb will now get planted down, and Vitality seemingly have no interest in playing any further part in this round.
FaZe with the very strong full buy, going to go for the early execute. All their utility being dumped onto this A-bomb site, and it's going to be Rain to get the early opening, but not clearing out RPK, who gets the immediate trade, and now ZywOo comes in. RPK with the double, finally shut down by Olof, but already the flank looking to come in, beautifully read by coldzera to take down Shocks. A 2-on-2, make that 2-on-1 for Olofmeister, as the bomb lost in the middle of that A-bomb site. He's got the time to play with, but he's got to try and isolate these 1v1s.
As you say, though, time at the moment is his ally, but it is a fickle ally. It will turn tail. It will stab him in the back if he allows it to do so. He is looking for all the angles to try and cover off. The downside about being up here is he has to inevitably make noise on his way down, but the only noise will be his body dropping.
We will have to wait and see. It's actually going to be Brokey, the first point of contact, as he throws the nades, and he is going to go very, very quickly. The Molotov not going to deter him. He's straight through, but taken out by Apex. RPK gets the second. And how many times will FaZe go quickly to their death? Niko's feet spotted out by Alex. That's the third. And Olof and Rain with a Deagle and an AK make that just the AK of Olof. And FaZe, I'm sorry, but you've tried it too many times now.
So we'll do the same next round then, boys, yeah? Rush A again, let's go. Olofmeister, he's not done just yet. Even if you do get the drop on one, instantly you're gonna have multiple weapons pointed in your direction. 25 seconds now to go. He's still looking, hoping to find a pixel, which he can do something with. I'm not sure how Apex survived, because that looked like a headshot to me with the AK, but you know, whatever.
And they've got one player back towards spawn in the upper area to throw the nades through the skylights, and that will try and open up the peaks. RPK a little bit isolated at the moment. Apex not able to rotate in before the smoke fades, and it's going to be cold to find first blood, but Apex straight through the smoke finds the dink on the second, takes out Olof for his trouble, and that nade may well finish the job for him. Indeed it will. 3 on 3. Vitality again requiring a retake, a mistake from Shox, but Alex's Molotov bails him out. And a 2-on-2 for ZywOo and Alex, the two heroes of Vitality. Bomb not yet down, and the clock's starting to tick away for FaZe.
ZywOo's success rate today in clutches has been exceptionally high, and as you say, he has some good shoulders to bounce off on Alex. But
he so nearly caught that timing onto Niko as well, but ZywOo up on the catwalk, he's got to clear everything, and with Niko wedged into that corner, no utility to bail him out. ZywOo, surely there is no way. He needs to tap the bomb, he needs to bait the peak from somewhere, and Niko actually is going to swing, spots out the shoulder of ZywOo, and will finish the job. FaZe finally get their T-side back on track.
It hurts to even say that out loud. ZywOo, though, gonna break the deadlock.
And now it all becomes about the timing. ZywOo drops down just as this hit starts to come in, and RPK is going to be called into question once more behind the silos. He has Apex in support, very aggressive towards the T-vents, but so nearly gets caught with a flashbang out. Now he pounces. Olof gets one. Olof gets the second, but RPK stands strong. The frags just about coming through. A triple for RPK to give the 1v1. Brokey versus Shox. Young versus old, and Brokey spots him out, finds the headshot. Map point FaZe.
Spamming up through the smoke, now falling back. Have FaZe taken too much time to get in position? ZywOo through the double doors, gonna take an AK-47, instantly goes back up towards A. 18 seconds to go, and FaZe are starting to make a move onto the B site. Shox with the M4 is there alongside the AK. Have FaZe shot themselves in the foot? It would appear so, but with a bazooka. They've absolutely wrecked themselves. They're not even getting through onto the site yet. This round is done. FaZe, what the actual hell just happened?
They still need to shut down 4 more to take us to overtime here on map 2. The early damage is going to be done, though. Niko down to 8 HP. He's still going to find the frag through the smoke onto Alex, and that Krieg I spoke about is gone immediately.
The site, they're yet to really make any moves whatsoever. You've got to start to press forward. They're waiting for this flank through on Heaven. There is a player getting up there right now from FaZe, but ZywOo is holding the line. He's holding vents and ventilating as many oncoming Ts as possible. Vitality only have 2 more players to deal with, but FaZe are gonna clutch. Brokey on 2, Cold Zero on 5. First smoke on the hay bales. On the balcony side, Alex cannot see a single thing. And the second one on the wraparound towards library. This is going to force ZywOo to push back onto the side. He is the lowest player on the server, but still flicks to the head of Rain. That must have been a hell of a flick from his perspective. All we saw was Rain do a backsalt and fall and crack his neck on the pavement. RPK in the meanwhile, though, is doing so much damage with his USP. Not able to claim any more, but it's a 2-on-2 retake post-plant with Niko getting the equality and throwing it out of the window alongside Vitality into the bin. 1-0 start. Have to start things off, but they fell back into positions where they can punish the T's, and Niko peeks 1 too many times. Alex taking the AWP over ZywOo, and it's working out phenomenally. They're holding it all down. The only player that can actually kill Apex at this point is Alex. But Olofmeister at least does counteract.
On the B bomb site, yet to pick himself up that AWP. I imagine that's the only reason he's still there, is he's scavenging for it. RPK, the first to wander into Olof's crosshair, brought down low, and now he's under pressure, has to swing and finds the frag nonetheless. He trapped at this point. They are stuck in top of bracket, and they don't have anywhere else to go. RPK peeking wide will spot out the first, and perhaps cautiously, will just make sure his head isn't exposed. Olof, though, has managed to get a decent position. ZywOo shuts him down, but can't quite find the second flick. That's what Rain has been so good at doing, and he's found a second as well onto Apex. That's opened up the flank, and CT is looking vulnerable. The B bomb site looking like it might be in trouble here. Alex hightails his way back around, but this is going to have to be a plant denial. 15 seconds left on the clock. How many frags can Alex find?
Alex the Sentinel, the IGL, in the right position to spray him down, but he goes down to the hands of Niko. They have nobody over on the archers, and that is why Apex is coming back around. Again, though, this leaves Alex on B alone, and he's on 35 HP.
It's a big call, to say the least. At the moment, looking like the right one, though, as FaZe are trying to make their presence known. They've got 3 players in towards the apartments, but with Olof finding that frag, they may just call off the push. They still go for it, and ZywOo finds the collat. Niko and Cold go down. He gets another onto Brokey, and that was the wrong decision, FaZe. Olof Meister has got to try and make his way all the way back.
You cannot escape him. 3 kills in the round. Olof's just going to try and save. As soon as Alex takes contact, that flash will be tossed in. He'll use that sandbag as cover, or not. He'll get insta-peeked by Olof with the orb. An audacious play, but you have to go for plays like that in these kind of buys.
What is this situation for FaZe now? Double AWP on the T side, a Deagle and 2 Glocks as they go straight through. The pop flash is good, but they haven't cleared Apex yet. He's going to get so many kills for free. A quick triple on the spray down, but Brokey and Olof Meister reply. And somehow FaZe are still in this. A huge mistake, but it's not the end of the world as Olof Meister finds another and shocks. He's only got an MP9. He's up against the double AWPs. Brokey and Olof, what a duo to have for FaZe. That bomb ticking down. He knows he's got to clear every angle, and there is nothing doing. Again, FaZe pull off what should be utterly impossible.
Looking pretty bare bones, but ZywOo with the M4 gets 2 kills down Banana. At least Brokey can salvage a bit of sanity. If this goes unchecked, FaZe could be walking into a massacre again. They could be walking head first into this. There's a flashbang down, but it does just as much towards FaZe's aggression.
Unfortunately for Alex, his teammate has abandoned him. Playing on the fountain now with the FAMAS. It's going to be all on the timing. Alex able to find the first onto Cold. Brokey switching out to the Deagle. Nothing he can do. 3 players, though, stand firm on the A bomb site as this hit looks to come through. Time is of the essence. 20 seconds to go. They need that 3rd player to rotate, and it's going to be Alex. He's making moves. They've got a 4th player, but did they push too soon? Perhaps. Now Alex can get back close enough, and Shock's in position, but he whiffs his spray. 7 seconds to go. The bomb is being planted, and now Brokey and Rain have got to try and fend off and thwart this retake, and Apex just behind him. Bomb ticking away. 50% of that timer is remaining. ZywOo finds Brokey, who felt he had to peak on low HP, and now Rain. He is so calculated, so calm, and he's there to deliver frags. There's a second one surely coming up soon, unless they just peek him wide, but they're not going to do so. He's done enough. Surely there's not enough time to defuse this bomb. It's going to be so incredibly close, and it will detonate. Rain has clutched the round. A 2v3 goes in favor of FaZe. Not quite. The kill, not forthcoming, but information is. That being said, 45 seconds left on the timer. This information, every second that passes by, it's less and less valuable. Additionally, Arch control has been lost for Vitality. So one of these 2B players now has to realize, well, hold on. CT is a very real threat we have to contend with. This is why Shox is playing the angle at new box, but it's a FAMAS. This is not tailor-made for this kind of range. It is not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with AK-47s, and there's a Molotov there to greet him. He has to go back out into the open. It's a Galil of all the weapons that takes him down. Apex on the spray with a FAMAS, but only the 1 kill to his name. And again, FaZe, with mere seconds remaining on the timer, are able to get the bomb planted. So little health remaining, but Coldzera finds another headshot. Finally, ZywOo's dingle sings as he gets Coldzera, but it's still a 3-on-2. There's so much damage for Vitality, but do they know it? Alex straight through the smoke, trying to get away with the cheeky play, but Rain is here towards first oranges. He's got the angle. He shut him down, and ZywOo needing the 1 versus 3. Time not on his side. He's bailing out of this. Vitality force. They don't have the economy. FaZe will have their 8th. They had a rough start to this one, but now they're going from strength to strength as Alex takes the banana control. Niko only able to find one before Shox trades him back.
And for one of the first times actually taking really aggressive banana control. They'd like to smoke down bottom, but not push behind. Maybe Alex overzealous in his aggression. They were thinking about wrapping around towards B. And they can push behind this, and it's going to be Shox that's there to greet them. He can't see anything for the time being. He just needs to stay alive. He needs to be that pivot point, that foundation in which Vitality can build off. They can try and reap this last round of the half. It's all been going against them. coldzera is in the perfect position, nowhere to be seen from Apex's perspective. He just simply didn't expect it at all. And now coldzera is going to go down to the hands of ZywOo. It is a one-and-done position. ZywOo on the drive-by, somehow, someway, best Rain in such a tentative position. And now Brokey on the pillars, going to be trying to use that as his safeguard, use that as his bodyguard, and he does get them across the line.
They are at least causing Olof's rotation, but look at this from Cold. So aggressive. Gets the first one tap, immediately traded though. ZywOo even going to grab himself a USPS at the end of things, and that's a significant upgrade at range as Vitality looking to take every advantage. They've got another huge headshot from ZywOo, and now this B-bomb site really looks vulnerable.
Just as you were saying, the USP has an advantage over the Glock. ZywOo uses it against the oncoming CTs down middle, leaving Niko in a rough position. Brokey can't hold it off. Just gets pushed down by ZywOo. They fake as if it's B, and ZywOo with another one, landing nothing but headshots. 4 kills on the board. He's on for the ace. Is Apex going to deny this? Yes, he will. ZywOo will not care, though. So it was a good call. They didn't go too aggressively. Again, didn't go greedy, but this time it's going to be Rain down middle with Olof. And they get a 2-for-1 trade in their favor.
In a 3-on-4, Vitality just looking to up the pace. Pop Flash will come over the top for this push. Cold drops down into the pit meanwhile. And ZywOo with a huge job to do as Cold finds another frag onto Shox. ZywOo and RPK remaining to try and break open this bomb site, but there's so much presence for the CT side. The rotations are starting to come in. All 4 players are here now, and as Olof takes down ZywOo, he wants more. He'll get more. 4 frags in the round for Olof. 3 players towards this B-bomb site, looking like a great read at the moment, and Olof wants to go wandering, but RPK on the Krieg has got the better angle. Counter flashbang comes in, and Niko with the double spray down starts to restore the balance. 6 HP as he finds a quick double, and that's going to funnel Vitality right in towards this A-bomb site.
Flash is banked off the wall, not going to affect Rain at all. There is a smoke in his eyes, trying to use that cheeky little boosted spot to do damage. Alex on the flank, coldzera holding it down. Do they realize there's 2 players on A? One of them has just funneled away, so it's leaving coldzera alone. Alex and Shox going to be making moves in momentarily, but coldzera has broken down Shox, leaving Alex 1-on-3. All 3 players are low. The first has fallen to his hands. The bomb's actually just behind him. He doesn't want to take the fire damage. Now with both of them being so low, this is very winnable. This is very doable. And Alex is so close, yet so far. And it was thrown in. Counteraction has been smoked out. And now coldzera is thinking twice. Does he stay? Does he go? Does he try and push through the smoke? But they're going to be given the green light. And Brokey is spraying them all down. coldzera now comes in with his SG. But RPK just about holds on. It's a 1v2 and he's going to have enough time to relocate.
He needs to play this perfectly, RPK. This is it for Vitality. Olof going to be making his way in from CT as Rain takes control of Banana. There's plenty of utility for the CT side as well. HE, a smoke and a flashbang. And I'm sure there's plenty more on the bodies of the Fallen as they make their way in. RPK sticking with the bomb, sitting on top of it to try and buy some time. And he finally looks to sneak through that smoke. He thinks he's got the lineup. He's hoping beyond all hope he can deny the defuse. Rain is right there. He gets the first headshot. RPK, he can't quite do it, but has he bought enough time? The defuse is going to try and come in for FaZe. It's going to be so close, and they haven't got it. Vitality will have 10. The tank comes in with the clutch.
Alex obliterated down to 32. They're going to mix up the pace again. There's flashes in. There's no counteractive nades tossed in just yet. They're not expecting this, but a good flip from Niko, who's got himself 2, and Brokey's holding from new box. Maybe that last round's not going to be the heartbreak after all. They've got over it double quick. And FaZe Clan 15-10. That is always the issue with relying on one player. If he starts to slump a little bit, who's there to pick up the slack? Rain, he's not giving them any chance. They're actually double stacking the balcony as well, and with Olof watching from arches, This is such a difficult situation for Vitality. They're going to be pushing in, but Brokey again is doing such a sick job. But look how fast this rotation's coming in from FaZe. Olaf gets caught trying to transition across to his AWP, but everybody is falling. They're dropping like flies, and Alex is going to be the last man standing and the last man to fall. Vitality have been eliminated.